Good morning, my dear students of second BSc and second BA. You are cordially welcome to YouTube channel of Sri JCBM College. As you know that I am going to take up writing skills for the year 2020-21. In the first place, you must know the syllabus prescribed for this this semester, particularly this third semester. And as you know that there are 30 marks meant for writing skills, out of which each carries 6, actually there are 5 parts, each one carries 6 marks, totally 30 marks. In the first place, rearranging sentences in a sequential order. You know that there are 6 sentences that are jumbled up, not in an order, and it actually all the 6 sentences based on a particular idea. You know that you are doing the same thing in your second PUC. You are also just an extension of the idea in the same manner. So, here you have to, and based on the idea and which sentence comes first, which sentence comes second, which comes third, fourth and last one. Based on these things, you have to actually rearrange the jumbled or confused sentences in a sequential order. For that, you are going to get 6 marks. Friends, next topic of writing skills is formal letters. Formal letters, remember, official correspondence. Actually, now you know that I am going to take up after this. So, it also carries for 6 marks. Whereas, third one, expansion of ideas into paragraphs. Here, you will be given 3 or 4 ideas in the examination, and it is like essay writing, nothing but essay writing, and you have to select one of them and go on writing with the introduction, with the expansion of the idea, with the conclusion, giving your own ideas, your references, and at the ending must be very clear and beginning must be very actually beautifully constructed. A well constructed ideas is called a paragraph. So, for that also you would get 6 marks. Okay. Next, fourth one, see, now welcome speech, or actually for sometimes they would ask prepare a welcome speech, or you will be given a guest. Actually that you have invited particular guest for the particular program, then you are asked to prepare actually an introduction about the guest and how well you are going to invite with the beautiful words, with the connotations, all these things, with the greetings from the beginning and at the end in conclusion. So, all the what you call preparing a welcome speech, or preparing actually drafting actually an introduction of a guest for a particular program, that also carries 6 marks. And last one, as you know that you are going to face actually different life situations while you visit a particular actually any office, a government office, a department or a ministerial office, then you must know actually certain words, or for example even today you have been reading newspapers, you do not know such words or you have been acquainted with such words. You will be given certain words and asked to give a brief introduction in about 1 or 2 lines. So, for example sensex or index. See, sensex, what sensex or index, you know well, or white paper, or actually white paper. You know that most of the opposition parties in the parliament, in the assembly are going to demand for the presentation of, for the publication of white paper, sometimes a black paper, like that. So such things, actually such words are going to be given in the examination, and we are going to dictate a number of such words, everyday usages, for your actually understanding. Such even out of this everyday expression also carries 6 marks. Let me take up actually a topic for today's discussion, that was second one, actually formal letters. My dear students, let me take up formal letters or official letters. As you know that letter writing is an art, though the present generation might have forgotten the art of writing a letter. In the past, in the traditional actually correspondence, we had only the basic means of communication apart from actually written, actually oral skill was actually written communication. And such letters for official correspondence were called actually formal letters. Letters writing to our relatives, friends, parents, or near and dear ones, they are called informal letters. Informal letters and formal letters. Informal letters actually personal letters we can say. The language is entirely different from official correspondence, because you are not going to use such sentimental words or emotional words while corresponding with some people who are unknown to you or heads of the departments. So, such actually that is called official correspondence. So, the language must also be official language. So, that is why you have been given only writing of formal letters, writing to the heads of the departments or to the ministers or to actually principal of your college or registrar of Swamy University or the vice chancellors or to the some persons who are in power to get set their favor or to give some complaints. Such letters are called formal letters. Friends, you know that for your understanding for the third semester you are going to be given only 1 or 2 letters. You are asked to write to your principal asking some permission like that, or you are going to get some information from the university, from the department of evaluation or from the vice chancellor of your university. Then you are going to write based on a particular specific subject. Understand? So, here now I will give a letter of request to the principal. And just remember, sometimes you require a study certificate. Then you are going to write to the principal, sir, actually I want a study certificate to apply for a scholarship, to apply for job, to apply for some loan from a bank. Then you are going to request your principal. So, how to write such letters? Remember friends, actually this kind of formal letters are actually different types. Because of the invention of computer, we are going to use only blocked style, blocked style, and there are 2 things, blocked style or again indented form. Second one, indented style. So, what is indented style and what is blocked style? Blocked style, there is no space, whereas in indented style or format there is space, like writing a letter like a zigzag form, mentioning your from address here at the right hand corner and to address at the left side, and again date and leaving space, writing salutation and leaving a 5 space mentioning the subject, and again beginning the body of the letter left side and ending, formal ending actually concluding at the right hand corner of the letter in the past. But now because of the computers, even the pattern of letters have undergone many changes. One of that style is actually blocked style. You need not leave any space from left to right, and actually after each caption you may leave a line space, but actually leaving space from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that while typing, preparing a DTP, no, you need not do that. So, straight away and mention from address to address, date line and salutation, body of the letter, even the ending of the letter begins from the left side margin only. That is called a blocked format or blocked style. Okay, let me give an example of this. Okay, let us begin with an example. First of all, you see that look at this. First one is from address, second one date line, third one to address, and fourth one respected sir. This is what you call an etiquette of writing a formal letter, a pattern. In the first place, you see that I have not mentioned from, date, to, but straight away I have mentioned. Remember, I have not mentioned like this from, or date like this, or to like this. See, I have not mentioned. Yes, let me come to the point. See that in the first place I have mentioned to address, sorry, from address. Here XXXX stands for your name. You need not mention your actual name, just an imaginary one. Next followed by what degree you are pursuing, what class you are studying here, and next the college where you are studying and the place. But look at this, actually we must not use from to, because when there are two addresses you are going to mention on the left side of a letter, it is understood that first one must always stand for actually from, and second one is called to addresser. Addresser and addressee, you need not say, you need not write from and to, that is why we must not use this from one. And again 22 September 2020 is nothing but date. What is the use of, what is the necessity of using a date like this? That is why we must not use this. Straight away mention the date. 22 September 2020 or 20 July 2020, like the straight away. At the same time, please remember, you must put the name of the month in full, do not use any abbreviation. Understand? Second one, to whom you are going to write, address. Addressee, see again the principal, see JCBM college, like that, to address, and it is followed by respected sir. Again you must know that I have never used any punctuations here except for abbreviations. So here I have not used any comma, here also no full stop, and here see after 22nd I have not used any comma. Even after a month I have not used comma, even after the end of the year I have not mentioned full stop. It's okay. It is called open punctuation letters. Understood? And how you are free from using such what you call punctuations except for abbreviations. Understand? And that is what you call, that is the way how modern day and computer letters are actually very easy in all respect. You need not worry about how to write like this, just straight away start from the left side margin, from address, date line, to address, and salutation. Dear sir, respected sir, dear madam, like that. Okay. Then it is followed by body of the letter. So in the body of the letter there are actually three parts, but here for your understanding I have made only two parts. After salutation, after respected sir, you have to mention the subject, and most of the students, most of the people actually what they do is that just they write only SUB, sub. Sub means what? It has no meaning at all. Actually, that is why it is my earnest actually request to you not to forget to write actually in full form of the subject, SUB, actually JECT subject. There you have to mention, and in few words only, not more than a sentence, in few words, why you are writing, what you are requesting, what is to be done, that is to be in clear manner, must be actually written here in the subject column. Actually I have here mentioned only study certificate and nothing else I mentioned, very short, straightforward, because since it is for official correspondence, since it is a formal letter, your language must be very straightforward. You must not beat about the bush. Understand? So after actually leave a line space. Again remember friends, since you are starting your letter from the left side margin of the paper and without leaving any space from left to right, but after each caption, after each, for example from address, leave a line space from top to below. After date line, again leave a line space, then to address, then a line space, again salutation, respected sir, a line space, then subject, a line space, because it indicates the clarity. See, for the clarity and for the concise and compact of your ideas in a letter, you are going to be appreciated by your actually elders, by the reputed persons and personalities in society. Not by actually, we must not jumble up the entire thing in a single paragraph, and each must be actually mentioned in a very specific manner, in a very clear manner. That is actually, it really adds to your credit. First one, after the subject, then we shall start the body of the letter. Look at this, I have started everything from the left side margin only. You have seen it. First one, see, I wish to bring introduction. In the introduction itself, I have given everything. I wish to bring to your kind notice that in order to apply for the Jindal scholarship, I am required to enclose my study certificate. Hence, I request your good office to provide me the same. Introduction and your subject matter, everything I have given in a single paragraph only. And the last one, I made it only 2 small paragraphs. In the last paragraph, I hope that my humble request will be fulfilled soon. Is the way. And how, look at the language you are going to use. Your polite language, it indicates, it represents, it reflects your manner, your character, your nature. Everything will be counted, friends. That is why you must know these things. Actually, it is a conclusion. Complementary clause, it is called what do you call? Complementary clause. And after this, again leave a line space. Between 2 paragraphs, there must be again a space. After the complementary clause, there is a paragraph, actually a line space. Again, thank you or thanking you. Even this one also must be started from the left side margin only. Okay, leave a line space again. And finally, yours faithfully. There you have to put the actually signature followed by your class. This is what you call a formal letter, actually an official correspondence for official matters to be discussed. Okay, I hope that you have understood. That is why I have given as actually a specimen of a formal letter. And letter of request is also called, because you are requesting here to the principal, you are going to request the vice chancellor, you are going to request the some heads of the departments of the government, or the register of your evaluation or administration, like that. So, okay, and please go through this specimen. I hope that you understood. In the coming class, I am going to give 1 or 2 more letters of this kind. Okay, thank you.